Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
In the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
On first down, Mahomes, and his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. And here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Boyd has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And a fair catch, 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. And let's take a peek at some of the defensive effort here that's helped them get this first-half lead.
Yeah, I remember in school, we used to have a term for it, break on it. When you see the ball in the air, when you see...
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now here's Mahomes. And complete right side to Cook. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good call there on 1st down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down at 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it now.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Sean McKeon there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Coup for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Second and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Now Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
1 second, all that remains.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.